So today I decided to sit down and write a letter to my Aunt Kathy, who is my birth mother's sister. She's a very, very special person in my life, and we've kept in touch for many, many years. She wrote a couple cards to me not long ago, and I really don't remember if I ever replied. So I sat down today and just decided to get out my fountain pen and my ink and write her a little letter. Um, it was kind of hard to write on this paper with the pen because it didn't flow very smoothly, and I'm really not very good at it. So I did the best I could, and I'm going to write her another letter with a regular pen. But I just thought I would try this for the effect of having fun with it, and also showing on the video that it's fun to sit down and just write an old-fashioned letter as opposed to texting or emailing. So I just started my letter with the date and began to write something very simple to her. Dear Aunt Kathy, thank you for your letters. I'm sorry it took me so long to write back. We have been in the middle of a move. Then we moved again 5 days later. I know you must be so excited for spring to come. I can't wait to see pictures of your beautiful flowers. We caught and rescued a stray cat from our attic the other day. He got trapped up there when the roof was being repaired. I hope you and Uncle Ron are doing well. I love you. Love, Angela. So there's something really special about letter writing. I'm not sure how many of you do this art anymore, but as you know, in the past, before we had electronic devices, many people wrote letters, and that's pretty much all they did. If they were far away from one another, they wrote to each other, and of course, it took a long time to get the letters through before we had modern conveniences. So it's just, there's something really special about getting a letter in the mail and being able to hold something that, your loved one or your friend had in their hands, and you can see their handwriting. It's just something physical that you have with you and that you can put away to come back and read sometime. I think one of the differences between writing letters, reading letters, and receiving them is that with then text messages and social media is just that social media gets so shoved down. When we write something to someone on there, it just gets shoved down the feed and it's hard to find it later. So that's one reason why I like letters a lot more. So I'm going to read a couple quotes while we watch the process. Of course, I didn't put the addresses on here for privacy reasons, but I'll go back and do that later. And as you could see on the letter, there was a smudge of ink. One time I read that in the olden days, when they used real ink and quill pens, when they made a mistake, they would just blot it out with the ink. And so I sort of tried to do that, but it does make it look kind of bad, but they didn't have whiteout back then. So they were, that's just how they did it. So here I'm lighting a match to ignite just lighting the candle there. And I'm getting ready to I'm preparing to make my wax seal. So if you're not familiar with this, you just put your little wax pieces in the spoon type thing. I don't know what it's called, but you put it over the fire and you wait for them to melt. I think I put about 4 of them in. And then you just wait for it to melt. And I was looking at these little pictures I have. They're the Hummel characters that I cut out of some old vintage wrapping paper. And I just chose one that I liked for my aunt. And this specific one was a little boy and a girl picking dandelions. I thought that was really sweet because my Aunt Kathy just loves flowers. So I thought she would really like that as a special little insert in the letter. And I will go ahead and show you how I put the seal on here while I read a quote, and we'll finish this video up. I love the rebelliousness of snail mail, and I love anything that can arrive with a postage stamp. There's something about that person's breath and hands on the letter. And someone named Diane Lane wrote that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will spend some time writing some letters as well. Bye.